If we take Jude at his word, and that's the key, actually take him at his word, then the purpose of his letter becomes startlingly clear. He begins by saying he wanted to write about the common salvation. But something changed. Something compelled him. He says he found it necessary to urge the faithful to contend for the faith once delivered to the saints. Now, pause on that. The faith once delivered, not a new creed, not a later development, something ancient, something already given, long before their time. And here's where it turns. Jude says that certain men have crept in unnoticed. They've infiltrated the gatherings, and he calls them ungodly. That word is deliberate, because in a moment when Jude quotes from Enoch, that same word, ungodly, will echo 5 times in a single breath. That repetition is not random. It's a signal. You see, Jude isn't merely warning about corruption or moral decay. He's identifying a specific group, the scoffers, those who were undermining the apostolic teaching that Jesus himself was the elect one spoken of by Enoch. That was the core of the dispute. The apostles proclaimed that Jesus was not only the Messiah of the Jews, but the elect one, the chosen from before the foundation of the world, the very figure seen in Enoch's ancient visions. And that's what the infiltrators mocked. They said, in effect, this prophecy of the coming Lord with his myriads of holy ones, it comes from a fable, from a book not given by God. But Jude answers them directly. He does not hedge. He does not apologize. He quotes the book of Enoch by name and by lineage. Enoch, the 7th from Adam, prophesied, not wrote, not claimed, prophesied, the language of divine authority. Jude's message is unmistakable. If you scoff at Enoch, then you scoff at the very prophecy of Christ's return. And that's where Peter enters the scene. 2 Peter isn't an independent letter. It's a defense, public and deliberate, of Jude himself. Peter takes up Jude's words, almost line for line, and expands them. He addresses the accusations spreading through the assemblies that their teaching about the Lord's coming was based on cleverly devised fables. Peter answers, no, we did not follow fables. We were eyewitnesses of his majesty. And then Peter points to the mountain, the Transfiguration, the moment when Jesus was revealed as the elect one. That title appears only in Enoch, and yet here it is, spoken by the voice of God himself. This is my son, the elect one, listen to him. Peter is tying it all together, the prophecy of Enoch, the testimony of Jude, and the revelation of Christ's true identity. And now the picture stands complete. 2 letters, Jude and Peter, twin pillars at the edge of the canon. Jude names the source. Peter defends the messenger. Together, they preserve the bridge between the ancient revelation of Enoch and the final revelation of Christ. What makes this extraordinary is how the early church later tamed these letters, reducing them to moral warnings, to vague cautions about false teachers, but read them straight, without filters, and the real argument leaps into focus. The apostles were not fighting pagans. They were fighting those within the church, those who redefined truth by consensus, who mocked prophecy and who rejected Enoch. Because to reject Enoch was to sever the root of Christ's prophetic identity. That, Jude says, is what it means to be ungodly, to deny the very prophecy that foretold the Son of Man. And Peter goes further. He says that we have the power to hasten the coming of the Lord. Why? Because when the truth long buried is recovered, when the faith once delivered is restored, the conditions of his coming are fulfilled. You see, this was never about curiosity or secret books. It was about the restoration of truth itself. The book of Enoch was sealed for a time, so that its meaning would awaken in the final days. And when it did, it would draw a line straight through history. So when you hold the book of Jude and the 2nd letter of Peter, you hold the key to a forgotten door. 2 voices, 1 revelation, 1 defense, 1 truth, that the Lord is coming with 10,000s of his holy ones to execute judgment upon all the ungodly. And now, as foretold, the words of that ancient book are being understood, at last.